A new chapter has just been written in history, and the world of finance as we know it will never be the same again. The XRP Financial Stability Act, a bill that legally demands that the value of each XRP coin be $10,000, was passed by the United States Congress in a move that was unique in terms of the bipartisanship that it displayed. After years of legal battles and regulatory conflicts, the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, was unable to achieve what lawmakers have just accomplished. And it is possible that they were even hesitant to do so. It is not a matter of guesswork. All of this is not hype. Now that XRP is no longer merely a digital token, this is a decree that is supported by the government and is legitimate. The status of a Tier 1 financial asset has been officially acknowledged at this point, capable of bringing about economic stability in the United States and influencing the future of riches. Shockwaves have been sent from Wall Street to Main Street as a result of the revelation, leaving investors, banks, and ordinary citizens trying to understand the consequences of a law that literally transforms holders into instant billionaires and transforms the entire design of the financial system in the United States. Legislators are shown debating with fervor, referring to economic models and citing decades of financial disasters in the legislative session, which was dramatized in tape that was released. People with first-hand knowledge of politics describe the urgency as extraordinary. The United States Congress was compelled to take action as a result of the escalating national debt, the pressures of inflation, and the vulnerabilities of the banking system. These individuals with knowledge of the situation believe that the only way to prevent a catastrophic collapse of the financial stability of the United States is to acknowledge XRP as a legal asset that is backed by the government and set the price of each coin at $10,000. Every significant financial institution in the country is now obligated by law to keep a baseline XRP holding at the mandated valuation. This is because banks are now legally required to own XRP as part of their Tier 1 capital reserves. A recommendation is not being made here. The law requires that something be done. Immediately and significantly, the influence is felt. XRP's value has suddenly shifted from that of a speculative cryptocurrency to that of an irreplaceable institutional cornerstone, and the floodgates of liquidity are opening up. Consider the computations in order to get a sense of the size. Approximately 50 billion tokens are now in circulation as part of the XRP platform. At a legally enforced price of $10,000 per token, the overall market cap of XRP immediately skyrockets into the trillions, surpassing the aggregate value of the stock market in the United States of America, as well as several of the top firms in the world. Individual holders, who were long considered to be retail speculators, have suddenly become among the wealthiest people in the planet. A mere 100 XRP is currently equivalent to $1 million. 1,000 XRP is equivalent to $10 million. The wealth transfer that is being created as a result of this act is unprecedented in the history of humanity, and it is taking place in real time. Growth of this magnitude is not incremental. All of these changes were brought about by the pen of Congress, and they include a reset of the financial system, a rewriting of value, and a permanent transfer of wealth. What are the repercussions? In any case, they go well beyond the realm of individual wealth. There is a lot of competition among banks, insurance firms, and other financial organizations to make adjustments to their balance sheets. In order to include XRP into reporting frameworks, capital requirements, and compliance structures, federal regulators are working tirelessly to accommodate this. Every single loan, every single settlement, and every single treasury activity is now intrinsically connected to the valuation of XRP. The repercussions are astonishing. Immediately available liquidity is made available. The process of making payments across international borders is simplified, and the traditional function of the dollar as the sole foundation of the United States financial system is irrevocably altered. This is not merely the adoption of cryptocurrencies. Rather, it is the very maximum level of government-mandated integration. There is a strong emphasis placed by political insiders on the necessity and rationale behind the XRP Act. According to their reports, a fragile system was established as a result of prior crises such as the financial catastrophe that occurred in 2008 and the volatility that occurred as a result of recent banking failures. Lawmakers were concerned that the United States banking system could be in danger of collapsing in a catastrophic manner if it did not have a digital asset that was stable and widely recognized. Due to its stable supply, rapid settlement times, and established institutional use cases, XRP was considered to be the sole feasible answer before it was implemented. Neither the sentiment of the market nor the pressure from retailers played a role in Congress's decision. This was a premeditated strategic action that was done in order to protect the financial security of the nation. Now consider the repercussions that this had on society. People from the average American household that bought XRP during weak markets are now in a position to join the new elite financial class. The abrupt redistribution of wealth that was previously concentrated among a small number of billionaires is now being experienced by a larger population. It is possible that millions of people who possess XRP might become millionaires overnight. This will have a significant impact on people's mental health. The people who have been subjected to derision, uncertainty in the legal system, and manipulation of the market are now vindicated in the most spectacular fashion that is imaginable. This event is not limited to the market alone. This is a revolution of society, a rebalancing of the power structure of the financial system, and the beginning of a new era in which digital assets are acknowledged as being of legal, legitimate, and necessary importance. Wall Street's reaction is already taking shape at this moment. Investment portfolios are being adjusted, capital is being reallocated, and partnerships are being sought by institutional traders in order to secure positions in XRP. In accordance with the law, hedge funds and pension funds are now required to incorporate XRP into their risk models and capital allocations. XRP's liquidity, which was previously limited by the dynamics of the market, is now supported by the rules governing the cryptocurrency. XRP now has a price floor that is imposed by the government, in contrast to traditional cryptocurrencies, the value of which is based on speculation. This results in a significant decrease in volatility, an increase in confidence, and a transfer of the asset from speculation that is dangerous to stability that is mandated by law. Immediate repercussions are anticipated by analysts for the economy of the entire world. As a result of cash flowing into XRP-backed reserves, the United States dollar may see pressure in the immediate term. Because XRP is becoming the favored medium for multinational banks that operate under U.S. jurisdiction, the rate at which cross-border settlements are completed will quicken. There is a possibility that other central banks will be pushed to acknowledge or peg their assets to XRP in order to retain their competitiveness, which could send a ripple effect throughout the entire world. In addition to this, the law conveys a strong statement regarding the future of cryptocurrency regulation. The fact that governments are able to take decisive action when the stability of the financial system is at risk is demonstrated by this. Despite the fact that the SEC was formerly Ripple's biggest adversary, it is now effectively bypassed. Regulation is no longer a foe in this day and age. It is now a mechanism that may be used to protect holders, assure valuation, and impose standards for adoption. This completely alters the perception of cryptocurrencies, which was previously regarded as a controversial and volatile experiment, and converts it into a legally recognized and government-backed financial pillar. There is a genuine sense of urgency among retail holders. The beginning of what those who are on the inside refer to as the valuation countdown is triggered by the official signing of the statute. Immediate compliance is required from each and every institution, bank, and fund. Supply will be consumed, market activity will skyrocket, and, to tell you the truth, opportunity to purchase XRP at prices that were in effect prior to the event will simply disappear. Those who are currently in possession of XRP are, in a sense, currently situated at the beginning of a revolution in the financial sector. As this is the last opportunity to obtain a stake before prices fully line with the legally mandated worth of $10,000, this is the final chance. The possibility of missing out on one of the largest and most guaranteed wealth transfers in the history of the world exists. The story is unmistakable, and it is true that the pen is mightier than the sword. A bill that has been signed into law by Congress not only acknowledges XRP but also elevates it, safeguards it, and ensures that its value is consistently enforced. Having a coin worth $10,000 is no longer a goal to strive for. Law has been enacted to codify it. We have now entered the countdown. People who take action right now will find themselves a part of a momentous occasion in the world of finance, a wealth transfer that is unprecedented in the annals of human history. There is more to the XRP Act than just legislation. It is predetermined. It is the official acknowledgement that digital assets are the future and that XRP is the leader of that future within the cryptocurrency space. This is your precious time. The law has been enacted. It is the institutions that are moving. The shift of wealth is happening right now. As of right now, XRP is not a coin, a token, or a speculative asset either. In the United States, it is a cornerstone of the financial